Hey my tea cakes. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl T here. And of course, I always like to start off by saying thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. Listen, if this is your first time over here on T's Lifestyle, thank you so much for clicking on my face. I do appreciate it. But listen, over here on T's Lifestyle, we discuss all things fragrances, luxury, lifestyle, beauty, fashion, and more. And if that is the type of content that you find value in, go ahead and do your girl a favor. Click that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on an upload. Guys, I have been so happy this week. Why? Because here in Texas, we have been getting some 40 and 50 degree weather. So it was time for me to pull out some of my nice fragrances that I know that will get tons of compliments. And guys, look, this week's lineup was fire. I'm going to tell you every single fragrance that I wore every day, starting with Sunday and ending on Saturday. And I do have some bedtime scents that I wore. But before we get into the fragrance, guys, let me tell you about this candle. And yes, I picked this up from the Bath & Body Works $9.95 candle sale. I picked up the limited edition smoked vanilla. This says this came from their 2016 Vault. I've never smoked this candle before. This is a very luxe candle. The notes in here, this has creamy vanilla, smoked sandalwood, and rich bourbon. I'm gonna tell you this. My house smells so beautiful and luxe. Listen, get your hands on smoked vanilla by Bath & Body Works. Okay, guys? And let me put this candle down because my hand is so moisturized and oily. I don't want to drop it and burn myself because, look, that'll just happen to me. But anywho, let's get into Sunday's fragrance. Guys, of course, I went in with the shower gel of none other than Guidance from Amouage. I showered with the shower gel. And, of course, I put on Guidance, the fragrance, layered with the body lotion. So I did pick up the Amouage, Guidance. It was a set. Back then when I purchased a set, it was actually $380. I think the prices went up to $395, but anywho, it doesn't matter. Oh my gosh. This has that hazelnut in there. This has some pear in here. This fragrance here, and look, absolute beautiful. This is a stunner. And look, y'all know I love a magnetic cap. I really love that. This has some akigala wood in here, vanilla in here. This fragrance is oh so beautiful. And yes, I wore this to church on Sunday. And when I say compliment getting fragrance, this is rich. This is luxurious. And of course, if you know, you know. I've already talked about my full dedicated video on this fragrance. I had to go back to this about 2 or 3 times before I was actually able to appreciate this fragrance. But listen, Amouage, you knocked this out of the park when you made Guidance. This is so beautiful. This is an absolute feminine, beautiful fragrance. This lasts all day long. You get that vanilla in here. Again, akigala wood. There's some pear and hazelnut in here. Gorgeous. I'm just going to go over a few of the notes, guys. This has pear, hazelnut, olibanum, and there's also some osmanthus, rose, saffron, and jasmine sandalwood in here. We have sandalwood, vanilla, akigala wood, ambergris, and labdanum. Very beautiful. Again, guys, I wore on Sunday none other than Guidance from the House of Amouage. And I wanted to keep that same girly girl vibe going, so I pulled out none other than, for bedtime, I wore Viva Moore's Main Character. This is a very beautiful scent. Gorgeous. I smell cotton candy, raspberry in here. And I do like the way that all of the Viva Moore fragrances and Novatus fragrances, they have their cards with their notes on it. And look, I wore this to bed. This was my nighttime scent. Absolutely gorgeous. It smells like they took Chanel's Eau Tendre and added cotton candy and raspberry in it. That's what I got. And look, I still smelled this fragrance on my skin the next morning when I woke up, guys. So look, girly, if you want to smell like it and be the main character, I absolutely loved it for bedtime. But let me tell you the notes in this fragrance. This has pear blossom, bergamot, raspberry, pink peony, white peach. In the mid, there's cotton candy, Egyptian jasmine, orris. In the base, there's some vanilla bean, caramel, velvet, musk, and sandalwood. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I wore this Sunday night and Monday night. But guys, let me go ahead on and tell you what I wore on Monday to work. I think the temperatures was about 43 degrees, so I went on ahead and pulled out none other than Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. Hopefully you can see it. There we have it. Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. This is gorgeous. Guys, this is good. I smell the spicy nuttiness in here. Vanilla. There's some woodiness in here. This is gorgeous. When I say gorge, gorge. Compliments, compliments. Get that nutmeg, that cardamom. It's very spicy. Not too spicy that you can't wear, but listen, it went well with my skin and I got tons of compliments. This thing is so good. This is good, good. It's creamy on the dry down. I keep smelling it. This is unisex, up and down the middle unisex. But guys, Monday, I got tons of compliments. Let me tell you some of the notes, guys. There's cardamom, nutmeg, saffron, mandarin. There's also neroli. In the mid, there's coffee, which is that kind of creamy type of coffee type of scent. And yes, you get that in here. And it pairs very well with the nutmeg and the cardamom. There's rose. There is also jasmine. There's orange blossom. And in the base, we have vanilla, amber, woody notes, and sandalwood. And yes, gorge, gorge, gorge. Lasts all day long, guys. Okay, again, on Monday, I wore Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. Alrighty, let's see. On Tuesday, guys, I wore none other than YSL Leaves Les Parfums. And look at all the oils that's on the bottle from my hand. YSL Les Parfums. Now listen, at the current moment, this is the only lead flanker that I have. And the reason why, the original, I could not because there's too much lavender in there. And if you guys have been on the channel for a while, I do not like heavy lavender in my fragrances. So this is dialed back a lot. And I get the ginger in here, saffron, vanilla. The lavender is dialed back plenty. And thank God it is, because this would not be in my collection. But look, tons of compliments. This lasts 10 plus hours. And I will say, I feel that a man can wear this. This is perfectly unisex. This is gorgeous. You get some florals in here. Yeah, I doused myself in this. And when I say I got home after 8 hours, I smelled it all day long. Look, this is so beautiful. To me, it's a little complex. I get the honey in there, the tonka. It's absolutely gorgeous, guys. Let me tell you some of the notes in here. So on the top, we have ginger, saffron, mandarin, orange, and bergamot. In the mid, there's orange blossom and lavender. And in the base, there's bourbon vanilla, honey, tonka bean, and vetiver. And I keep smelling this, guys, because look, this is rich. It has a lot of depth to it. And I absolutely love this. So guys, again, at the current moment, this is the only YSL Leave flanker that I have in my collection. All right, guys, let's get on to Wednesday. Well, before that, let me tell you guys what I actually wore for bed Tuesday and Wednesday night. I went on in with none other than Bath & Body Works Inner Angel. And also I put on Blanc and Noir's Cognac and Cinnamon. Listen. Oh, beautiful. Listen, this Bath & Body Works, somebody over there has been doing something, because look how much I've actually used in this. This has apple. There's a boozy note in here. This is Inner Angel. You know what it's smelling like. And yes, it gives so much remnants of that fragrance. It is. This has apple, spices, cognac, tonka bean, and praline in here. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I do like how they put the notes of their fragrances on the back of the bottle. Just look at that. Inner Angel is what I wore to bed. And I also layered with Blanc and Noir's. Keep forgetting the name. Cognac and Cinnamon. And this is inspired by Killian's Angel Share. But listen, I'm onto the Blanc and Noir train right now. This, yep. Let me tell you the notes in this here. This has cognac, cinnamon, vanilla, and oak. These two paired together, when I went to bed, and I still smelled it on my skin the next morning. Yes, yes, yes. So guys, I wore these to bed, what is it, Tuesday and Wednesday night. Absolutely gorgeous. So let me tell you my Wednesday perfume, fragrance, let me say fragrance. I wore none, y'all, I keep putting my fingerprints on the bottle. Come on, girl. Jesus Christ. Alrighty, I wore none other than Dave by Henry Rose. Dave is so gorgeous, so beautiful. This fragrance here is vanilla. There's almond in here, and I get that cacao shell that's in here. It has a beautiful nutty nuance to it. Not a chocolate nuance at all. Just you can smell the shells of the cacao in here. It's warm, spicy, vanilla, cacao shells, almond in here. I think I'm going to make this my scent of the day. This is gorgeous. Guys, gorgeous. Gorgeous. I really, really liked it. I fell in love with Dave on the first sniff. The first spray, I fell in love with this. So guys, let me tell you some of the notes in this fragrance. There's neroli pink pepper, and there's tangerine. In the mid, there's almond blossom, lavender extract, orange, vanilla bean, chantilly cream, tonka bean, and cacao shell. And when I say the lavender is dialed so back because I wouldn't be able to handle it, this is absolutely gorgeous. Yes, you get a little bit of the spiciness from the pink pepper, but gorgeous, gorgeous. And I got tons of compliments, guys, okay? So on Wednesday, I wore none other than Dave by Henry Rose. Alrighty, let's see. What did I wear on Thursday? Oh, Thursday, guys, I wore none other than Guerlain's Mon Guerlain Intense. Listen, this here, you get the double vanilla in here. You get a little bit of the lavender. The double vanilla is what got me. And listen, the coumarin, this thing is so beautiful. It's creamy, it's rich. The sandalwood in here, all I can say is look, and look, I've been spraying this thing, and I don't think if I've had it for a year, maybe, but of course you can only wear this during the fall and winter because this is cozy. This is beautiful for the fall and winter. Look, it smells very, very expensive. And guys, look, for a Guerlain fragrance, this is very inexpensive. And this lasts all day long. When I say people were coming up to me smelling, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? And I keep telling somebody, I said, Guerlain's Mon Guerlain Intense. And she looked at me, she said, I have no idea what you just said. And I said it again, Guerlain's Mon Guerlain Intense. I had to pull it up on my phone so they can understand exactly what I'm saying. So listen, this fragrance here, when I say Thursday, it got me so many compliments, 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 compliments. And she's a good one. Let me tell you the notes, guys. So in the top, there's lavender, mandarin orange, and bergamot. In the mid, we have Tahitian vanilla, Madagascar vanilla. There's that double vanilla. And we have iris. In jasmine, sandalwood, and rose. In the base, we have coumarin, patchouli, licorice, benzoin, Australian sandalwood, and white musk. This is blended to perfection. This smells super duper, very expensive. This smells like this should be part of the part of Guerlain's, what is it, the arts and materials line in those, you know, those beautiful bottles like the tobacco honey comes in. But listen, don't go and change it, anything, Guerlain. But this got me tons of compliments, and it lasts all day long. Again, guys, Guerlain's Mon Guerlain's Intense. Alrighty guys, so Friday, I decided to pull out one of my OGs. I decided to wear none other than MFK's Baccarat Rouge 540, the X Straight. Let me put it over here so you can kind of see. This fragrance here, I absolutely love, will always be in my arsenal. Because why? I am a little biased to Mason Francis Kirkjohn. Everybody tells me that why, but if it smells good, it smells good. If something doesn't, it doesn't. But listen, this smells good. I get that saffron in here. I get the bitter almond. This has a nice creaminess to it. It's very beautiful. You get a little bit of the musk. The ambroxan is in here, and yes, to me, I don't go as anosmic with this one as I do with the BR540, the Eau de Parfum. But listen, this is so gorgeous, guys. This is sophisticated, beautiful. It's very beautiful. I mean, you do go a little anosmic with it, but not as much as the original BR540. But this is so beautiful, and I got tons and tons of compliments. Actually, I wore this Friday night in the streets. Friday night, actually went to the theater, so I got tons of compliments. When we walked up to the window, got tons of compliments. 3 people, excuse me, what are you wearing? And y'all know I don't gatekeep. I'll tell them what I'm wearing. I was like, if you want fragrance reviews, you can go over here to T's Lifestyle on YouTube and look at my reviews. But listen, this fragrance is so beautiful, guys. And I do understand that it is expensive, but it is what it is. I can't change the price, but I feel that it's worth every penny that's in my eyesight. But listen, this thing here, so sophisticated, so beautiful. The longevity is very beautiful. However, your scent, it's more of a, let me say, about 3 to 4 feet. 3 to 4 feet you'll get this fragrance. It's not as projecting as the Eau de Parfum, but I'm okay with it because why? This still lasts. And look, that scent trail, you're going to still get tons and tons of compliments. And this fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. It's blended to perfection. Again, guys, Friday night I wore none other than Baccarat Rouge 540, the X Straight. Love it. All right, guys, so Friday night, bedtime, I went on ahead and pulled out Bath & Body Works Vanilla Romance. Now look. Vanilla Romance. Let me tell you guys. Yes, this has vanilla absolute, cardamom, and woody notes in here. This is captivating and beautiful. And I didn't stop there. And guys, you know, this is giving PDM's Altair. Look, it's giving a vibe. It is giving the actual vibe. And for my body oil, I went in with none other than Blanc & Noir's Bourbon Vanilla. Same vibe, guys. Same vibes. And let me tell you the notes that's in Blanc & Noir Bourbon Vanilla. This has Bourbon Vanilla, Amber, and Tonka Bean. Look. My goodness. These two compare. Look. These paired so well together. And yes, when I woke up the next morning, I still smelled these on my skin and of course my PJs. So listen, this is very nice. And of course, I wore this Friday night and Saturday night to bed. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All I could just keep telling you guys, listen. Beautiful. When I say this vanilla in here is absolutely gorgeous. All right, guys. On the last day of the week, Saturday, I wore none other than Nishane's Fan Your Flames. This is a banger here. This is rich. This is resinous. Ooh, I can smell the tobacco in here. I smell the rum. And listen, y'all know I love boozy fragrances. There's a hint of the coconut in here. Not too much of the coconut. There's tobacco in here. But listen, it is not giving an ashtray tobacco type of vibe. Not at all. This is blended to perfection. The rum in here, the woody notes in here. This is absolutely gorgeous. And listen, compliment getting? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Got tons of compliments, guys. This is a unisex fragrance that everybody can wear if you're able to appreciate this type of scent profile. This thing here is dark. It's almost has a resinous vibe to it, but this is beautiful. It's so seductive. This is sexy. This is grown and sexy, okay? You have to be grown and sexy to appreciate this. So guys, this was my entire lineup for everything that I wore Sunday through Saturday and even my bedtime scents, guys. Listen, if you don't have any of these in your arsenal, what are you doing? What are you guys doing? But no, guys, I just always want to just say thank you. I didn't even tell you guys the notes before I start off. Listen, there's coconut rum in here. There's tobacco, tonka bean, Chinese cedar, and oak wood, okay? Those are the notes that's in Fan Your Flames by Nishane. And of course, I do like the way that they provide the notes with their fragrances. So guys, I really appreciate you guys promoting my channel, really engaging with me. Now listen, if there's anything in here that I'm missing that you think that I need to pick up, or if you guys are wearing any of these fragrances, go ahead and comment down below, guys. I will respond to your comments. And look, your girl been tired, okay? The holiday season, decorating, pulling out all of the things. Look, I threw this hair back in a pony and popped on this headband, and I was like, I gotta show up for my peeps. Why? Because I love you guys. But anywho, don't forget to follow me on all of my social platforms, guys. I really appreciate it. So again, don't forget to tell a friend about your good girlfriend over here on T's Lifestyle. We keep it 100% real. We all are family here, and I just still want to say I love you guys. Take care. Bye, guys. Until next time, take care.